Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with what? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with Life, Disabled and Mentally Ill. Wow. You would think after many years of actually saying that intro, very rarely do I mess that up. So, third time's the charm. Good morning, good afternoon. Good morning, good evening, wow. I am so befuddled. I'm so confused. My brain's not working. Now granted, the last couple of weeks, well, hold on. I need to do the intro properly. So, good morning, good evening, okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with Life, Disabled and Mentally Ill. I'm your host, Scott. Apparently, I have no idea where my brain is. It's not here. The last couple of weeks have been really hard on me. I've been dealing with a lot of things. Good, bad, mostly a lot of stuff. A lot of stress. But you see the title. I'm going to talk about my review, my opinion of Taylor Swift's new album. Now, for Midnight, I wasn't too keen on it. Fell in love with it. Tortured Poets Department. It was different, but I grew to love it. Now, this album, The Life of the Showgirl, it's good. You can really tell, that she's in a lot better place, and obviously, that is much different from, her past work, and, it is very, very, innuendo heavy, and that's okay, cool. Now, normally, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as today is Saturday, the, debut of the, Fate of Ophelia, music video, and then visualizers for, and lyric stuff for the album that's in theaters. I opted not to go. I opted not to partake for many different reasons, mainly because I have 87 cents to my name, and yeah, which is a lot less than I had a couple days ago. But, I take that lump very proudly. However, with this album that I've been streaming, I've been listening to, my favorite song kind of has to be Opalite. I really dig. Now, this album is obviously it's a new era, and there's no, okay, I know this may sound weird, and let me try and explain. There's no song that is, a sing along or stream along masterpiece. It's more like Beck. If you know anything about Beck's music, it's sung to you and not really stuff to sing along to or stream along like a majority of Taylor's songs of the past, which it's cool. Now there's obviously some good stuff, and for me, I really dig the lyrics to majority of all these songs. And I'm actually really digging this album. There's a couple of skips for me. And but there's the songs. There's one song that is fun. There's Wood, and then there's the Wish List, which, Opalite, Wish List, and Wood, which they're all, what they are, and I know the single, which is the Fate of Ophelia. To me, it's not my favorite, and I get it. The entire thing of the album is fantastic. Like, I am a huge Taylor Swift fan, and I have my right to not enjoy a lot of songs, but does that mean that the album's not good? No. And now I do have a few issues of how they're marketing it, but it ain't my problem. But my least favorite track is the title track, the Life of the Showgirl. That is my least favorite song. And I love that at the very end. It is the ending of the Eras tour, which is also the end of Midnight's part of that era. But all right, so she was re-recording this on the European leg of the Eras tour, and that's cool. But when you really think about everything, so we have gotten 5 albums in about 5 years. And then, and possibly, so, okay, so we had Lover, which was in 2019. I want to say August of 2019. I could be wrong in that. But then we have Folklore and Evermore, which is in 2020. One is in July, one is December. Evermore, which is in December. And then we had Midnights. And then we had the Tortured Poets Department. And then we have The Life of a Showgirl. So that's a lot of music. And especially Midnights, then the launch of the Eras Tour. Then I saw the Eras Tour in Seattle, night one. Huzzah. And then the Tortured Poets Department came out during that, which was last year. And then they added that to the tour. And then it ended. And then now it is October. And then we have yet another album, which me listening to this, there's a lot of different eras that I'm like, I like this. There's a little reputation, and a little other vibes, which I'm all for. I got to see her on the Reputation era tour. Very grateful for that. But I'm definitely intrigued by this album, and especially everything that is going on with her life, and how a lot of things are out there, and this album is just amazing, in my opinion. Excuse me. I think it's very well done. And I'm going to keep on listening to it, keep on adapting, and it's definitely, I can see how it's just fun. But, it's, at the end of the day, it's Taylor Swift, and it's always well done. And I stated, because you never know, especially when you don't get to hear anything until the album drops, right? And you for me, I've stated that if there was 2 songs that I enjoyed, I would call it a win. I kind of like 4. And, you know, there's Wood, there's Opalite, there's Wish List. But a sleeper song that I think is growing in growing in thing that I think would be something. Words are hard, especially with there's so much going on in my head right now. The song that is growing that would be a sleeper song is Honey. For many different reasons, but yeah. Honestly, being a reveiw, it's just a solid album. All the kudos in the world. But for a 12-song album, especially as rapid as the albums have been, fantastic. So with that said, I'm gonna go back and listening to the album, and just hopefully a lot of my opinions will get better with time, and when some majority of Taylor Swift music to me, they definitely grow on you, and so hopefully I can enjoy some of the other songs, but I like what I like. If there's ambition in your life, go for it. There's a lot of things for you to chase your dreams and love life. There's people in your life you love, you care about them. Let them know, because tomorrow's not guaranteed, and you never want that regret to not say goodbye or tell them you love them and live life in regret. Know that you're loved. Know that I'm proud of you. Have a great day. Until next week, I bid you all adieu.